So we're going to talk about what we've done in the first 90 days since Virtual Group basically has purchased the assets of Endless Rise. We want to talk to you about what we've got, what we've done, what we need to do, and what our plan is for the next 90 days. And then we've got some great promotions. So, sit back, grab some coffee. This is going to be really good. I think that you're really going to be happy to hear what we have to say on this one. Can you still hear me? I'm experiencing a little bit of, okay, here we go. All right. Okay, Tim, glad you're on here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, as you know, I acquired the assets of Endless Rise on October 15th of last year, and we just completed really our first 90 days since that acquisition, and it's been, a lot of a learning experience as well as a kind of I wouldn't say it's a rocky start, but we bit off a lot, when we took this over. But what I promised you in October, and what I'm promising you right now is full transparency on what we're about, what we've got going, and your business depends on our business doing exactly what we say and we're going to do. So what I want to do is kind of catch you up a little bit on, what's happened, around October till now. First, let's just talk about, let's see, the past 90 days. Let's talk about the Endless Rise backlog. So in October, obviously a lot of people, that Paul had his injury, and that was really the catalyst for everything that happened since. But there was a serious backlog in a lot of the campaigns prior to October. So what we had campaigns from August and even further back, but August and September, a lot of you who had campaigns that you started, they weren't necessarily being performed, even if they were launched in October. They had not been. There was nothing happening with them. Whenever the deal, Endless Rise kind of came to a head, is the business was being closed. Paul's injuries were still sustaining, and the money from the company was supporting the medical bills. It was really in a bad position. It was not going to continue. So, whenever I decided to take some action, we had 200 employees, the best that the Philippines has to offer. We also had, of course, all of you and a lot of great loyal sales partners. And I think that the most catastrophic thing that could have happened would have been that Endless Rise just closed up shop and people are left with their campaigns not being performed, with staff out of work, and just a really big black eye on outsourcing in the Philippines. I think that would have probably been a catastrophic event. So, I'm not a saint. When we decided to come in and make an offer and make a deal with Paul, I think that it was the best deal that to help the employees and also our sales partners. But boy, I had no idea the amount of backlog that had not been performed at that time. So, obviously, when October 15th came around and made this deal and started working on backlog, working on new campaigns that we're selling, but also making sure that even though Endless Rise received the money from the campaigns that and Virtual Group did not, but I felt that it was an investment in the future to make sure that we performed that work that you paid for. Okay, so we basically took on all of the past campaigns, didn't have work done, all the web projects, everything there, and decided, what, we're going to dig out of this and make good, because if we make good with everybody who had paid Endless Rise for a campaign, then it shows our character and what we want to do, and gain your trust and your loyalty going forward as Virtual Group. Well, that's good and that's bad, because what that did was, the last 3 months, the staff has basically done 6 months worth of work. And with Virtual Group, some of that work was late from Endless Rise days. So, it was a compounding effect, and I think that what we need to do is just to make sure with our partners that where we stand, what we did, and to know that this is not, if you had late campaigns, if you suffered from anything that wasn't done on time, that is over. We've dug our way out of this situation. Everything should be completed, shortly by the end of the month if it hasn't, and we'll be completely 100%, clearing out all the backlog. There are some onesies and twosies here with some campaigns that may be waiting on things that need to be done. But our goal is to be current on 100% of our campaigns by the end of this month. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out of the way because we're looking at the future. We know that there's some issues that of slow delivery, and you need to know why. Of course, if you did not have a campaign with us, or you did, maybe you did suffer a late delivery, or you didn't. But going forward, we just want to let you know that that's done. We did have a transition of work reports. So we need to transfer over from the Endless Rise domain to Virtual Group, and the work reports, Google transferred those over. We sent out an email saying that your work report may have been not updated, but on that certain link. So if you have an active campaign and you're clicking on your work report and it doesn't look like it's been updated, please contact us at connect@virtualgroup.co so we can make sure that you have the proper link for your work reports. If you have a past campaign and it hasn't been updated, or even if it was whatever, we have every single work report for every single campaign that was performed in the past. You'll just need to contact us if the link is not working for you. Okay? So I just want to let you know to shout out to us, and we'll be able to get you the proper link. Let's see here. So this basically, the team that we have is absolutely incredible. We have done, if you looked at how many campaigns that we've completed in the last 90 days, depending on content and the project, even finishing up web design, every single man and woman was on deck for this fight for the last 90 days. We've had people working overtime almost every day. We've had every Saturday, we've had people in the office working overtime, and this is to just dedication to get this all done and cleaned up. So I want to tell you, going forward, we have a lot of capacity to make sure that everything is done on time for you. So another thing that we did in the last 90 days is we're very proud of launching the new Monster Metrics. If you have not migrated over your campaigns, please contact us, because we want to make sure that you're using the new system and tracking all of your active campaigns or campaigns that you've done in the past. So there's a link here, the new link for Monster Metrics, which is, Judy, if you'll put that into the box so everyone can see it. I want to show you real quick, if you haven't looked at the Monster Metrics in a while, just want to review it real quick for you guys. You'll see that the UX UI is much better. You'll see that it loads faster, and overall just a much better view to show your client. Be sure and just email connect@virtualgroup.co and we'll get you migrated over. Okay, just another slide here. Okay. Let me see. All right. Sorry, guys, my internet's a little slow. I want to make sure everyone can hear me. All right. I'm moving a little bit faster with my voice than I am my slides. I apologize. Okay. Also, what have we done with the last 90 days with brand optimization product? If you are a brand optimization participant, then you'll obviously like the live proposal builder. We've made some changes that were suggested by you guys to improve the product, and we've got much more to do. We've got a lot of things planned for the brand optimization product. We're very proud of it, and the UX UI and the keyword functionality, we're really working on to improve that as well, and that's what will be coming up. Basically, this is the brand optimization. If you haven't seen it in a while, if you're interested in looking at it, please be sure and check with your account representative. They can always do a walkthrough. Okay, another thing that we've done is we've implemented the goldmine training. This was something I really wanted to do early on, and we're in the midst of it now, is for Pro members and also giving people a taste of just what the goldmine lead generation software is. We announced it, I guess probably in November, and had people sign up, and we gave them free access to goldmine this month while we're doing the training. It's an opportunity for people to decide, hey, I'm going to get in there and go after the leads, give them a leg up, and some training behind approaching and going after customers. If you are not on the training, we will have training again. Okay, that's one of the things that we're really into. But we're proud of this. We've learned a lot, and just wait. I've got some good plans for some additional sales training coming up. We also launched the partner email marketing, and this was announced 2 weeks ago. For those of you who jumped in on it, everything should be completed on your end by, if it's not done today, it'll be done by tomorrow. They should be on your site and ready to go. We have about a 10 working day delivery time on the partner email marketing. It's a good test run, and it should be out on everybody's site by tomorrow. So, we're really proud of that. If it goes over well, we are going to participate or produce a product where we can offer this email marketing to our clients. So this is a good way. If you want to get involved in this, just let us know. Okay, so kind of recapping what we did in the last 90 days, let's talk about what we still need to do, what's still on our docket, okay? First thing that we're behind on is marketing materials for our Pro members. Whenever we realized that how much backlog we needed, it was all hands on deck. Even the marketing team, the main goal was completing all of the past due projects. So we wanted to get everybody working on live campaigns, everyone from our graphic designers, our writers, every single thing we wanted on live campaigns. So now that we've wrapped that up, we've got to get back to what we owe our Pro members. We haven't forgot it, okay? We're releasing the auto repair set tomorrow. You'll be able to download all of the marketing materials for the auto repair, except for the video. The video should be up by Monday or Tuesday at the latest. That's the only piece that's missing off the auto repair set. Now, we still have December and January sets in production. I'm told that we will have those up by February 15th. Okay, so we will get current on the marketing materials for Pro members. We haven't forgotten about it. We're on top of it. Okay, another thing that we're looking to improve upon is a lot of you have been wondering, like, who's my point of contact? What we did and what I announced back in October was, on the first webinar, was how we wanted to streamline our account management and sales department. Prior to the acquisition, Endless Rise had a sales team, and then they had an account management team. Getting feedback from you guys was very essential to the revision in our workflow and how we work with our account management team now. Instead of going to your salesperson and talking to them about new sales and then scheduling another call to talk to someone about what was happening currently with your other current campaigns, which was inefficient, we've combined the teams And now everyone is cross-trained so that if you speak with your account manager, not only will he or she be able to sell you and consult you and help you with your onboarding your client or getting the right product that's applicable to your client, but they'll also be able to help you with your current campaigns. That way you can build a relationship with your account manager that not only do they know what you're doing in the currently or in the past, but they also know what you're looking to do in the future. So we feel that having that one point of contact is essential for relationship building. Now, saying that, some of you have had your maybe your old sales representative or BDM or business development manager. That maybe have changed to a different person, and now you maybe don't know who it is. We have the same the same staff here, but maybe you're assigned to somebody else, and maybe you don't know who that is. Please go to your customer support tab and click on it, and it'll give all the contact information for your account manager. This is very important for you guys, because we want you to use them. They are an asset to you. They are here to do one thing, and that is to help you close sales and maintain your campaigns to the best of their ability. Okay, so if you need to be onboarded, maybe you're new to the company, let us know. We just click on there. If you haven't been assigned a account manager per se, it'll just say account management, and just request it, and we'll assign somebody to you. One of the things that we also have added, which isn't what we still need to do, but what we've actually done, is we have a dedicated account management staff for the West Coast hours. Before, there wasn't, we hit 6 p.m. Or 7 a.m. Eastern, and that was it. But to service our West Coast sales partners, we do now have dedicated account management staff to handle the U.S. West Coast. If you need to, depending on where you are, if you feel that you need to switch from your current account manager to the West Coast, just let us know, and we will make accommodations for you. If you're happy and everything's good and you don't need a switch, then no problem. But we're just kind of working on that so that you have the best customer support. So also, what we're working on now with brand optimization, we're working on some glitches within the keyword research part of it, where sometimes it'll come up with zeros as keyword keyword results. And so we're working on the keyword research is very important to us. Also, the terms that are coming up, we want to make sure that they're very applicable to when you run the research. Also, we're working on UX, UI improvements. We know that this is important to you guys. All the other suggestions that you've made to, we've basically taken those suggestions and we put them in a queue according to importance, and we are going to get to them. This is, we really appreciate your participation, and we really want to keep it always improving on this product. Okay, here's where when we talk about transparency, I was very ambitious on launching the new SEO product, and back in October when we first had our webinar. One of the things that we have is, the SEO product, the current SEO product, was developed and revised in, of course, it was developed like in 2006, 2007, or no, I'm sorry, I guess around 2008, and up until 2012, it was great. It was very current, and we got a lot of great results from what I've understood. It was prior to my time here, but since then, it hasn't been updated since 2012. Maybe a minor tweak here and there. The brand optimization is a brand new product, of course, but the mainstay, the SEO product that we all depend on, had not been revised since 2012. Well, I wanted to make sure that we revised that as soon as possible. Being overwhelmed with the backlog of work that was left behind, and that we wanted to complete so that everyone was made whole. It prevented me from coming out with our new SEO product, because if I launched a brand new product, I know that sales would be, coming through the door, and with the backlog plus current sales plus the new SEO product sales, guys, we would have been set to fail. There's no doubt about it, because when you announce a new product, and this product, I'm so confident in what we can do with the results and the way that you're going to be pleased with it. But what if we had launched it, and sorry about that, we have an open mic. Let me just see, you got it? Okay, sorry about that, guys. So, you can see where I was very hesitant to just pop open with a brand new SEO program with the backlog the way it was. It was overambitious, and I apologize for that. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about it in just a little bit. So let's, I hope you guys appreciate the transparency. Listen, if you're relying on us to do our job to make sure that the end client is happy, I want to make sure that we have a spirit of transparency where you know exactly what's happening over here. We're, 8,000 miles away probably from just about everybody, okay, or 6,000 at least, right? So, the more that you know, the better informed decisions you can make, and, we're here, we're so happy that you've been very supportive and loyal to us, and, we want to repay that loyalty with, just being frank and upfront with exactly where we stand. I know that there's been issues where, some campaigns where we're behind, and it was like, gosh, they've got to get out. We've got to get them out the door. We don't want to lose anybody. So I hope that, we can continue on with this transparency and really just build our relationship even better. I'm not trying to sound sappy. It's just, we feel very, very strong about that here at the company. So let's talk about the next 90 days. Okay? First, pro membership improvements. Before I came to Endless Rise, I was working with a startup in Los Angeles, and I was looking for, okay, I need a good provider, and I knew, of course, because my best friend lives here in the Philippines, and I was thinking, well, I know that the best outsourcing would be in the Philippines. So I actually signed up with Endless Rise, and I actually I joined the pro membership. Within about 3 months, I felt like it wasn't delivering value to me, okay? So I canceled my pro membership, and I didn't return to it. Of course, the way that the story goes is I did fly out to vet Paul and Endless Rise to see if they could do some work for us. We ended up actually not using Endless Rise for the startup, but I was, very impressed with this operation, and enough so that Paul asked me to come out and be a consultant for him, and I was out here within about 4 months from Los Angeles to Endless Rise. So I was impressed with the company. I just wasn't improved with the pro membership. So for those of you who have tried pro membership in the past and you didn't see value in it and things like that, I get it. I understand it. I was one of you. But let me tell you what we're doing now. Okay? Number one, of course, the gold mine training is one of them. We want people to be able to use the gold mine. It's a very, very valuable piece of software. I was actually on a call earlier with the sales partner. Tim, I really appreciated that call. And we were talking about the same issues that he had with pro membership. And the issues that we have found when we started the training is how many people were just having trouble downloading the software and getting it ready to work on their computer. It was some easy fixes, but here's the thing. Nobody previous to now was actually trained on how to show people how to download it, what to do. If you were called in before and like, can you just give me a shout out real quick if you had trouble and you tried to download the gold mine and you called in for support and no one could help you? Can I get a shout out on that one? There you go. That's right. That's right. Jen, I hear you. Neil, oh, yeah, major trouble without support. Joel, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, Terry says, I did get support. That's recent, Terry. That's recent, but we appreciate that for sure. Okay, so, we want you guys to be able to use that software. Okay, so we're committed on that. We're also, we're in the next 90 days, which will be preferably sooner. I'm hoping by the end of February at the latest, we'll have our mastermind going. What I've found is, having webinars like we're on right now, pretty much one way. I mean, we try and bring you in and let you know what people are commenting on and having people on the webinars, but we really need some interaction between different folks who are in the front lines, maybe not in competing markets, who can exchange information depending on the niche that they're in or what's working, what's not. Who else is excited about that? Can I get a shout out on that one? Who's looking forward to the mastermind? I think that this is one of the values that's really going to help the pro membership. And, without a doubt, it's looking at the responses, just a ton of yeses, of course. It's going to be, thank you, Jamie. It's always great to share ideas and tips and trips. That's exactly the reason that we want this mastermind. It's a long time coming. The next thing we're going to be doing, a lot more sales trainings. The sales trainings are going to replace, I put in here, the defunct sales battles. I know for a fact that the pro membership hasn't probably had a sales battle webinar in at least 6-7 months. Okay, and I think it's the spirit of the sales battles was there. I know that we wanted to produce something that was good, but I think what's going to really work now is having some sales training with guest experts. So I've got lined up right now, what I'm looking at is we've had Michael on before who's in an insurance niche. Okay, we're definitely going to have him on for a specific sales training, just specifically talking about insurance. Okay, also we're going to have online reputation. We're going to have JD who uses how he uses online reputation to get in the door and to help make sales. We're going to have him on as a guest expert. We've got Cindy who does email marketing. Okay, she, by the way, guys, she was planning on being on the webinar today, but I think that she had to cancel early. Earlier today, she had to cancel. She wasn't able to make it. I think that she's closing on her house or something. But anyway, congratulations, Cindy, on selling your house or getting it off or whatever happened. But we miss you. But she's going to be on it, and she's going to be able to talk about how email marketing is very important. The last thing is something I've been working on with a partner. Dave is in New York, and I can't release it right now, but I'm going to call it Product X. And we were on a call a few days ago, and we've made a deal, and we've got a special product that we're going to put in to the back end of the pro membership. Only going to be available to pro members. But I'm going to tell you right now, Dave is going to walk us through this thing. It's going to be, it may be a game changer for you. Being able to, no matter where you go to close a deal, you will walk out with some sort of customer with this Product X. Okay, so we've got some other partners that have some products that we're going to be introducing to you. That it's not about selling to you; it's about having those tools to be able to make sales and using those smaller sales to gain trust and be able to sell like SEO and PPC and everything else that we have in the toolbox. It's just tools, right? The more that you have, the better that we are. And these are all things that are going to help the end client. That's all we care about. If I can instill one thing into you, it's the way that I feel about we have to be successful for the end client. If we do that, the money will come. Okay? So these are some of the things that I think will really boost the value of the pro membership. Obviously, we already have the tools. You've got the marketing materials. I think that everything combined, the pro membership is really going to have a lot of value. It has value now, and I think it's really just going to grow. So it's not a pitch to become a pro member, but this is a good time to become a pro member, guys. If you're not a pro member, you need to probably jump in. Once I've got an open mic. Okay. Let me see here. Sorry, guys, I've got some chatter on the open mic. Let's clear that out.
Muted.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I apologize. Sometimes we have staff that comes on the line and they've got an open mic, and so anyway, apologize for that. Okay, so back to pro membership. We're done with this. I just want to throw that out there. I hope you guys are excited. How many pro members do we have on the webinar right now? Can you give me a shout out? Okay, good. Great, guys. And we've got some questions on here, and I haven't been able to read the questions, but if you've got a question, I'm going to read through these at the end of the webinar so that we can be very clear on everything that we're talking about. So I know that some of you, Judy and the staff, are on there answering your questions. I will be going through and reading questions so the rest of the attendees will have an answer to a lot of these things. Okay, so we're also, in the next 90 days, we're going to have a new pricing plan done for brand optimization, okay? For those of you guys who are not in it, you may not know about it. We don't have a landing page on it. We're not actively selling access to the brand optimization. We kind of limit how we sell that. We will announce when the last chance to actually get in, because if you have purchased the brand optimization, you obviously know that that is a lifetime purchase. You will have access to that for as long as it's in existence. We will extend that up until a certain date, and then we are going to turn brand optimization into a monthly software as a service. We're looking at price points and everything like that, but I can tell you this: if you're in as if you buy in with the regular lifetime, it's going to be cheaper than 1 year of using the service on a software as a service, and you've got it for multi-year. So we are going to be releasing that with the new pricing plan soon. No estimated date. Okay, now this is very important, guys, so you really want to pay attention to this one. We've gone through the last 90 days of hell, okay? I'm telling you, the staff is beat. They've been working overtime. They're tired, but it's all to get everything caught up and done. But one thing we've learned is, sometimes, through adversity and finding out like really how much work there is, it's how people step up and deliver that matters, right? So when the going gets tough, the tough get going, right? Well, let me tell you, our team is the best. We have the ability to really produce great work, and so I'm very confident in offering you a completion guarantee. Now, what this means is, if you do your part, meaning if you close the campaign and it launches, maybe we need the launch form back. You need to bring it back on time. If we send content for approval, we need it back on time. And so if everything that you need to do on your side is done, we will make sure that we've done ours, okay? So basically, it's on time or it's free, okay? That means if we're a day late, I'm going to refund your money, and I'm still going to complete the work. I'm that confident. I don't want to go broke, okay? I don't want to do a bunch of work for free. But I've had meetings with the team. There's no reason that we can't take on all the campaigns and make sure that we get them out in a timely fashion. So, this is what's important. So by the way, we've got the terms and conditions for this coming out, because this completion guarantee will be immediately effective on February 1 for that cycle. Okay, so anything in the past, of course, I can't really give you a completion guarantee on what happened before. Okay, going forward, if you launch a campaign with us, it will be on time or it will be free. Okay, so that means we work on cycles. So let me just explain how the cycles work. We have a first cycle and a 15th, first cycle, I'm sorry, and a 15th cycle, right? So on the first cycle, your payment is in before the first, and we usually give you up until the 9th to pay it, and that goes on the schedule. The work starts on the first and is out by the first of the following month. Okay, or basically 30 days later, the current month. Okay, so then we have the second cycle, which is the 15th. You need to pay by the 15th. If it's, and then we allow you up until the 24th to be included on that cycle, and then we get it done by the 15th or 14th of the following month. Okay, so what we're going to do is anybody who's paying on time, and if it's before the first, or if it's on the first or before the first, those campaigns will be completed, no problem, by the specified time. But if you wait to pay until the 9th to get on the 15th, the first cycle, we're just going to give it 30 days from the time that you paid, according to the guarantee. Now, we're programmed over here on our workflow, if it comes in on the first cycle, that it goes out by the end of the month. Now, that's what our goal is. But just in case, if you paid on the 9th and you're the last guy to pay of the cycle to get in on that, we can't lose days if just give us that leeway. Where if you're paying 9 days into the cycle, that we don't lose the other 23 days. We only have 23 days to get the work out. So for the completion guarantee, we are going to pay attention to when you pay the invoice. Is that fair enough, guys? Can I get a shout out on that? Okay. All right. Good. I appreciate that. That's very fair. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So let me see here. Like I said, we're going to announce the terms. By February 1st, I'll have them out there to you guys. It's very important to me that we're just very fair. It's not going to be like, I'm not going to nitpick. I mean, our job is to get it done. It's your job to make sure that the deliverables are there. We get along great that way. But I want you to know that I stand firmly behind being able to complete the projects on time. For those of you who worked with us, maybe you have a lot of campaigns, and there were deliverables from September, and then October, and then November. We are doing our best to make sure all of that is completed and out of the way. And let me tell you, we really appreciate your loyalty. You really understood what was happening over here. If you talk to our staff and you find out what their personal insight and what happened in the last 90 days, I think that you'll be amazed about how great these guys have done and what they've been through. With the closure of the Endless Rise and everything that's come around. I think that if you just even reach out to the people that you know here, they'll be able to give you some really good insight. And so we're proud that we're able to offer you this guarantee, and we want to make sure that you're confident going forward. Okay, guys. So let's move on to the good stuff, right? New SEO product. All right. Here's the thing. I've been really, really looking forward to releasing our new product. I'm thinking of calling it the Power SEO, because I don't, before it's like old and the new SEO. I hate that. So we're going to have a good name for it. One of the things that happens when you announce a new product, people are concerned about pricing. They're concerned about, is it going to cost more? And what if I start my campaign this month on the old, and then I switch to the Power SEO, and you charge me more? There's fear built into that. Let me tell you, we're going to make this very, very easy for everybody. Okay? We're launching the new SEO product in February. Everyone is going to, who has a current, if you have an active campaign with us, you're paying for a 2012 product, and you're paying 2012 prices. No one's raised the prices on those products since 2012. Let me tell you something. We're going to sell you, we're not selling you. We're going to offer you our new Power 2016 SEO for 2012 prices. Okay? That's for all active campaigns. I don't want anyone afraid that they have to go back to a client and say, oh, now I've got to charge you more because I really want to get you better results and it's a better product. So now I've got to charge you more. How about this? How about we just upgrade the product and you start seeing better results and just renew and keep renewing with that client, and you don't have to pay any more for it. Okay? That's showing our loyalty to you guys. I know that the new SEO product, we have more content. We have 50 to 100% more distribution. We're distributing to key places that Google loves, right? I mean, we've got anything from Google Forms, Google PDF, Google Drawings, Google Drive, everything that we're changing about the product and the way that we put it out there, being better with schema, we've got so many things that are going to be better with the new product, and our whole goal is better results. Okay, so I don't want you to be afraid of the new product, because everyone's going to get the free upgrade. Now, it's going to be locked-in pricing for all current paid campaigns. Now, that means that if you've got a current campaign with us, and as long as you don't skip a cycle or put the client or put the campaign on hold, we're going to honor that price for the life of the campaign. Okay? Even though it's a new product, it doesn't matter. We're still going to honor that price. Now, this is important because in March, we are going to announce the pricing as soon as possible that we can. But the reason we're doing it this way is that I want to be absolutely transparent and absolutely fair, in regards to the new product and how long does it take us to. It's all about time, guys. It's all about time. So how long does it take us to fulfill those line items and that work? How many man hours does it take to complete your campaign? And then we have very accurate pricing. So as far as the old product goes, we'll still have that for a time. I don't think, it's been good for certain niches. It's been horrible for others. And we've got some people that have great results from it. Really, they do. I mean, and then we have some that haven't seen an increase in rankings, right? So I'm confident the new SEO package will be able to help everybody with even better results. So if you have a current campaign, don't let it lapse, because I'm going to honor that pricing. Even if it's a year later, you're still going to be paying 2012 pricing. Okay? Now, if you do launch a new campaign now or in February, we're going to lock the same thing in. Same pricing as right now, all the way through. Okay? So remember, no holds, no skipping cycles or moving cycles. You can always work with your client on payments and things like that, but do not don't miss. Don't drop it, right? Because we want to keep that pricing locked in for you. Another thing that we're going to be able to offer is that everybody's going to have access to premium content writers. Okay, either we're using our in-house staff, but we also have a team of American and UK writers. But if you lead premium content writing for, say, you have an attorney or you have a high-end cosmetic dentist that need specialized content that needs to be of very, very high quality, we are going to have that, and I'm confident that you'll appreciate it when you need it. Okay, I think that in the past there's been some times where the quality of the content for certain campaigns was not there. This will solve that problem. Okay, so we will make that available to you. Once we have our time and motion studies and everything locked down, then we'll be able to announce pricing. If it's higher or lower, we'll know exactly what it is over the next 30 days. By March, we're not going to hit everybody hard with a huge price increase or anything like that, but we just want to make sure that we show you exactly what we're doing and why it is, and also be able to. I think that you'll be able to see a lot of different results even month one on the new product. Okay? Does everyone think that's fair? Can you just give me a shout out and tell me what you think, what your input on that is? Need more details. Yep, sounds great. I'm good with it. Excited. Let's see here. Very fair. Sounds good. Okay. Well, good. Okay. I appreciate the support, guys. I really do. I want to make sure that, nothing is a shock to your business or your client. So I need that feedback. We want to make sure that we put out the best product there is. If it costs a little more because we have to put more time into it than what you're charging for 2012, but if it's a better product and the end result is better for the client, I think we would all agree that, a little bit extra money here and there to make sure that we guarantee a great product, that we can make sure that it works. Okay? So I'll make sure that we do our part, and we'll be very transparent with you, and just keep on giving me feedback, because that's where we have to work together. We're true partners on this. So I'm very, very happy to get this kind of support from you guys. It's really great. By the way, I will come back and answer a lot of these questions. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do, actually, I've got a meeting with my PPC manager tomorrow, and she's been working very hard on the new PPC product updates and new pricing. I think what you're going to see is a lot of value with the new PPC. I don't think that it was very favored with Endless Rise. It was kind of seen as a competition to the SEO product, which I disagree with. I think that if we combine and even bundle some packages, I've been kind of ranting and raving about that with my time on the webinars, but I know for a fact that when you combine the power of PPC with SEO organic, you're really going to see a great result for our end client. So one of the things when we update the product and the pricing, which we will have out shortly, okay, we've already done it. We're just now, actually our meeting tomorrow is about making sure that we have enough staff to be able to handle what we expect the workload to be, because I think that this is going to be very inviting for you guys to jump on. We're also going to have some training. If you haven't sold PPC in the past, we are going to have some really great training about how to present PPC, how to bundle it with an SEO package, and we have one sales partner that I talked to about a month ago, and let me tell you, he will not sell an SEO package without Facebook retargeting built in. He just won't do it, because whenever he does, boom, he gets great results for the client. Sometimes you got to take the client down the path. So we're going to be able to, we're listening, we're seeing what people are doing, what they're doing right, and we're going to take care of you guys. So let me just get a real quick shout out. How many of you guys are actually hitting with PPC and SEO? Okay, a few. Yeah. Okay. Some of you don't have your PPC with virtual group. That's okay. I wouldn't either. I think that for smaller campaigns it was fine. For larger campaigns, I don't think that the value was there. We're going to change that, guys. I want to make sure that it's really attractive for the smaller spend, as well as going after guys who can spend. When I was with the startup, we were spending $30,000 a month with the PPC campaign. There's a lot of business out there for PPC. Okay, so like I said, I'll get back to these questions. We were talking about, I'm sorry, I didn't go fast enough on I get passionate about what I talk about, and sometimes I lose track of the slides. Okay, so let's start talking a little bit about promos. I know it's 10 till the top of the hour, and I hate to go over an hour. And I have a feeling that once we get through the promos, then we'll do a Q&A. So I may run past the hour, so if you do need to log off, but I would wait until after you hear the promos. What we have is we stopped doing the quarterly promo because of the backlog. You'll notice that we have not been running any SEO promos. We've not been running any promos really at all, just because we wanted to get through our workload, and now we're ready to rock and roll, guys. Okay? So one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to throw this SEO promo out there. And we've run it before, but basically It's 50% off the first month, and then that's the first month of the campaign, and then you've got the next 2 months, of course. Well, it comes to about a 17% discount if you pay for the first quarter, but the difference is it's going to be on new campaigns only. So that means you can start with the SEO promo. You start off with that, and then the monthly will go on at regular price. We're only going to run this until March 15th. So between today and March 15th, we'll have the SEO quarterly promo. We will have marketing materials. This was a surprise deal. I decided to do this today, and so of course my marketing director was like, "What? You know, just today? I don't have marketing materials ready." And it's like, okay, so give us till Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. If I can get a thumbs up from you, CJ, are we good? Okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll definitely have marketing materials out to you guys about the promo, client-facing, and also for yourself. But here's the good thing, guys. We're going to do this, and this gives you a chance to get in on the quarterly, get some new business, new campaigns, and these are also going to be completely eligible for the upgrade to the SEO, the new SEO. So, you know, this is a real opportunity. You're going to 17% off the 2012 prices on the SEO. Now, that's for, you know, just the regular SEO. That doesn't apply to the brand optimization. That's a completely different product. By the way, brand op, guys, I'm sure there's a question in there somewhere. Don't worry. When it comes to the line items that we're upgrading, the brand optimization product will also be upgraded as well, okay? So anything that we're doing with the changes to the specific line items, if they're changed or they're upgraded in the regular SEO product, guess what, guys? Don't worry about it. We will be upgrading the same thing to the brand optimization, okay? So don't fret about that. Okay, so well, before we get into we were going to have Cindy on, and she was going to talk to us about her email marketing and how it affects her. We ran this promo last week, and we really got some good response to it. We've completed all the work for on your the VIP websites. The work should be already on your site. Maybe it's just not turned on live. We're actually uploading content right now. Everything should be completed by tomorrow, which will be that 10-day period, and then everyone will be up. You know, if you purchased the email marketing automation offer last webinar, it'll be completed by tomorrow. So what we wanted to do was kind of open that back up and let you guys go to the landing page there. It's very easy. I think there's two different versions. One where we just put the lead capture and the email software in the background, and then we have one that's has actual 5 pages or 6 pages of autoresponders built in. I'm not going to go through it here. You guys don't need to be sold. You can just go to the landing page there. Judy, do you mind putting that link into the box for people so you can just take a look if you weren't on the webinar before? So next up, we have a very special guest. We have Meet a Team Member. Okay, so this webinar's team member is someone that you may know. She's a household name with you guys, and we want to introduce you to Judy. Okay, so Judy, can you go ahead and unmute your mic? Are you on the line?
Unmuted.
Okay, there you go. Can you hear me now?
Okay. All right, we've got Judy. Judy, how long were you with Endless Rise?
I've been with Endless Rise as far as I could remember. No, I'm kidding. This is actually my first job. So right after college graduation, I went into the city and applied for jobs, and Leanne and Paul were my first employers.
Wow, that's great. What year was that?
2011, I guess.
Okay, great. And of course, you've been with Virtual Group for 3 months.
For about 90 days.
I've worked with Judy for about 2 years, or a year and a half, about 2 years now, and obviously, a lot of you guys know Judy. So, Judy, what is your position here right now? What do you do?
Okay. Well, first off, I just wanted to say this is actually a record-breaking webinar, Jonathan. We have a great deal of partners who are on today, so thanks everybody, and I appreciate you also bringing me into this webinar. So I am the executive assistant right now. That's my official title. So you want to know about my roles and responsibilities. So first off, I'm an assistant to the CEO, so that means I provide as much help as I could for the captain of the ship, that is Jonathan, for everything that he needs to accomplish. But mostly I also work very closely with the operations department, the marketing team, software development, and of course the account management departments. The reason being is that I'm one of the company's frontliners. So basically partners new and old alike come to me for all types of support that you can imagine. Technical support, anything about the dashboard, and usually the go-to girl, as what they say, escalations, project management, and even issues with people's point of contacts or contact persons. So there we go.
Oh, that's right. You know what, Judy? We really appreciate everything you do. So let me ask you this, because this is kind of unrehearsed. We don't even have questions. This is kind of a last-minute thing to ask
I
Judy to be on
know.
the webinar. Right? She didn't
Thank you for
really
that,
prepare.
really.
But what's the most exciting thing that you see that's kind of happening with our company versus what was in the past? What's the vibe?
Oh, okay. Well, the most exciting thing about uh, being a member or a part of the virtual group really is about the things that our company is set to accomplish. I mean, being part of the previous company, which is the Endless Rise, I never really thought that we can bring this whole new company to a fresh new culture of, like what Jonathan would always say, transparency and trust. So we actually had a meeting recently on the company's business plans, but everybody was just so happy to know that aside from the business plans which were laid out to every single one of us, the new management really has a lot of plans for their employees, particularly on career goals. So we have things like career development, and one of the, I think the biggest things that we've heard would be profit sharing. I don't have as much information for that, but it's one of the buzz in town, so we really appreciate that. I love the fact that the tremendously different kind of management or leadership, I would say, really banks on us as their employees. So they kind of believe in the principle that by taking good care of us as their employees, they're also consequently, the company's also consequently being taken really good care of. So it's really exciting to be a part of virtual group. I can't express enough the excitement and the happiness that I am pretty sure, I'm confident that most of the staff or the entire staff also feels the same way.
Well, that's really great, Judy. I really appreciate that. That's really great words, and I know that our partners like to hear that. But it sounded very rehearsed. But I know it doesn't. But I really appreciate you saying that, and you're awesome, and so thank you for that. I'll let you get back to it. But so everybody, let's just give a good hand, a little shout out to Judy. We really appreciate her being on the webinar. Thanks, Judy.
Thank you so much. On behalf of the virtual group, every one of us out here, we're really greatly hoping that somehow these webinars that we do have, further strengthened your confidence in us. And having said that, what can I say? We greatly look forward to such great partnerships with all of our valued partners out there, and we're excited to see us all grow and become successful together. So again, thanks for having me today, Jonathan.
You got it. Thanks, Judy.
Muted.
One of the things that Judy told me before in her career goals, whenever she first came in, was I said, "Look, you're great. When you see great people, you don't care what job they're in. All you care is that they're in something they're passionate about." And as my executive assistant, she does a lot. She does way more than a title of executive assistant says. And I know that her goal is to be in account management and really be on the front lines and we're really we're so glad that she's with us, and I know that if you're long-term with Endless Rise, you know her, And so, it's great. So anyway, thanks for that, guys. A lot of nice support for her. It means a lot. Okay, so moving on. We've got a web design promo for you. Okay, I know it's getting a little salesy, but I think that you want to stay on the line for this. Right now, let's see here. What do I have? Okay, so I'm going to bring on Rob. Let's see here. First, Rob, let me unmute your mic. Rob, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here. Hey, guys.
Okay, so Rob, I'm just going to let's see. Why don't you talk a little bit about the VIP Partner Easy Checkout add-on, and then what I can do is when you're ready, I'll switch the presentation over to your screen so you can walk us through it, if that's okay.
Of course, of course. All right. So again, thank you, Jonathan, for having me again on the webinar. This is my second time, by the way, and shout out to everybody there. For those who are not able to hear me, then just chat on our a question so our team can fix that. But okay, today I'm just really going to be brief. I just want to talk about this web design promo. In line with what Jonathan has always been constantly saying on the webinars about sales trainings, and we want to be able to provide a solution to boost our partners' sales, and listening to our partners. This promo is basically the fruit of requests from partners. As you can see, it's the VIP Partner Easy Checkout add-on, and what this really brings is it will provide your customers to pay for services directly from the VIP site. Before, when we had requests for this, the eDash was very limited on providing solutions for a client-facing checkout, although we do have that on the proposal builder. But most of the web design services require consultation. But since we are now going to that trend in providing services that are straightforward, that your clients can go and just buy them off without any consultation. And one of those is the starter package. It's a straightforward package, basically for those that don't have an online presence. It doesn't require any consultation, so it's a great service to actually be able to provide on those partners that have a VIP website. And for those that don't have a VIP website, I would like to encourage you, it's still available, and it's a great tool to have. As you can see, this is one of the templates for the VIP websites. Great design, by the way. And this is the Easy Checkout add-on that I was talking about. Basically, the VIP website provides all the information about what Virtual Group offers, the services on SEO, web design, PPC, etc., etc. But we want to be able to provide an e-commerce solution wherein you would be able to integrate. For now, it's on the web design part, where you'll be able to integrate services that are straightforward and allow for your clients to actually check out and convert your traffic into sales. Basically, that's the tagline for this promo. It's more of a solution for you and requests from partners that we weren't able to do so before. And I just want to show you how it actually works. So you have your VIP site, and most of you probably know how this actually works, but let me just do a demo. So we're going to be adding a products page, and let's say this is the starter website. You click on that. Basically, it's going to be the landing page, a primer for what the VIP website would be. So there's no confusion with your end client on what that package is. It's going to give them content, the primer. The great thing about this is, as you can see, the themes, the templates offered for the starter site are laid out, and they actually click to a full-on demo. So they would know what their website would look like. So as you can see, there you go. So they can browse through the themes, They know what they're getting. The details are listed. The line items are there, and they can just do a simple checkout. Excuse me. And when they click on that, it goes to a checkout page. Now, of course, let me go into the details. The pricing, of course, it's going to reflect whatever markup you have. The pricing that you see there are just placeholder. Of course, any markup that you have, that's what we're going to be implementing. Relative to the design, of course, this page will match your VIP website. Again, for those that doesn't have a VIP website, this is a good opportunity to actually go ahead and grab that VIP site. But we're going to match the color scheme, the layout, and when your clients click on the buy now, easy revenue, it goes into the system, and basically we fulfill the product. Now, this is not just for the starter websites. It's also for the website support and maintenance, which is also a one-off. Basically, our 3 support maintenance package: the quarterly, the semi-annual, and the annual package. We're going to be that's going to be included on the package. I'm going to show you the primer for that in a while. And then we also have the brand establisher and the brand booster. So, all right, let me show you the primer for the prices that we have. Obviously, not to be salesy, but again, this is in line with providing solutions for our partners to be able to make revenue on their websites. This is our motto for 2016: is make the tools that we have for our partners even better. Of course, relative to the feedback that we get from our partners. So Jonathan is actually very correct on the feedback is totally needed on our side, and we do value them because that's where we actually build our platform on. It's $400 for the web design starter package plus the website maintenance, and then for those that have the want to sell the brand establisher and brand booster, is also $400. Let me just go into the cost and relate to you the savings that you're going to be getting. Generally, the add-on for adding an e-commerce solution to a site, our standard cost is $650, and then to create the page, it's $150. So if you create 2 pages, it's $300. So basically, that's $950 on a regular price. So this is actually putting you in a $550 savings on the $400 mark, on the $400 cost that we have here. It's mobile friendly. Of course, as you saw on the demo, it's got all the details, and the packages are, of course, they don't need any consultation. Let me just zoom in on our contact info. You can contact me or our web guru Roy. Our email, Skype, telephone number is there. If you want to grab this, just let us know. Give us a ring. Holler at our Skype. Send us a message, and we'll make sure that we set you up for this add-on.
Rob, thank you very much. I want to ask you a quick question real quick, because I want to make it very clear. So if I have a reseller, if I have a VIP site right now, and I want to add in those pages that show that you showed us with, say, like the e-commerce, adding those 4 pages in, or what is that going to run me total?
400.
Oh, so it's 400, and you're going to install, like if they've got PayPal and they want to integrate their PayPal store or PayPal checkout, and also in regards to, actually putting it all together, that's all covered under the 400?
Yes, so basically you'll be getting 2-page templates, the e-commerce solution and the PayPal solution. It's going to be all covered under the $400 cost.
Okay. All right. Well, great. I mean, I think that we've had a lot of requests for automated checkout on the VIP sites, and or is the plan that as we move forward to take other products that we sell and work them in so they can just order off people's websites? Is that correct?
Yes. Also, Jonathan, forgive me, I just want to mention as well. Now, this actually sets your VIP websites as an e-commerce site already. So in the future, if you want to add in, let's say, another product, you'll be able to just simply add that onto the cart or on the products page on the back end, obviously. Now, you can do that. It's actually fairly very straightforward on the back end. Or if you'd like us to do it for you guys, uh, of course the cost is very minimal. It's not actually no configuration needed. It's just data entry for us. So your site will already be able to cater uh, uh, additional products in the future. So
without having to go through us to do it, right?
correct, exactly.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Rob. I really appreciate you being on. You guys can give a real quick shout out to Rob. I think he did a great job on the webinar. Um, and you know, I think, does anyone else see value in this? If you can just kind of give me a shout out and tell me what your feedback is, we kind of give an idea of what you guys think. Our next webinar will be on February 4th, 2016, and of course our contact information here, connectedvirtualgroup.co, and that the 323-313-1234 is our phone number. Really enjoyed having you on today. It's been great feedback. If you want to stick around, we're going to do some question and answer right now. I'm going to go through different questions, start at the top, and I'll be here until we get through the rest of the questions. I think this is a very important webinar to kind of update you guys, and I really enjoyed giving it. I'm very passionate about what we do, as well as the staff and the rest of the team here in the Philippines. So we appreciate you being on, and let's go through some of the questions so that we can, you know, just answer everything. So let's see here. Let me bring up my screen. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to bring up my questions, and I'm having a little trouble here. Just give me a moment. Okay. All right. I'm probably just going to have to leave this, just leave this open because I'm on one screen right now, guys, on my Mac, and so I apologize. All right. So let me just kind of briefly go through this real quick and see if we can do to answer questions. Let's see here. One of the questions was, it's very important, is the workload reports link correct in the dashboard? Okay, they are being updated as we speak. If they've not been updated, just shout out to us and they'll be there quicker. But of course, you know, we have a lot of campaigns and the staff is going through and updating those on the dashboard. So if yours has not been updated, just shout it, just give us a quick email that connect at. If it's in regards to your link, should be answered pretty much 24 hours a day. Just give us a little bit of time to come back to you with that link. Let's see here. Do we still have the same consultants, or do we need to better, or better yet, can we get? Let's see here. As with any of our consultants, you know, we want to match your personality with your consultant. If for any reason, you know, maybe that you know, you need somebody else, or if that's an issue, or if you were assigned somebody, a new person, and you want to stay with your old consultant, just let us know. We'll work with you on that. That's not even an issue. So let's see. Okay, let's go here. All right, Jamie, I've got you on here. A lot of clients that led to follow up with the email program for clients. You know what? I'm confident that we're going to be able to come out with something. I would love your feedback, not only from Jamie, but from anybody else, on what would you want that product to look like. You know, what would you like to see? You know, is it going to be niche specific, or are we, you know, how would you want us to deliver that product for you? So I'm very interested. I'm a big believer in email marketing. I want to make sure that we put the right product out. So please give me some feedback on that. Connect at virtualgroup.co. Okay, what about masking our domains? Don't worry about it. We will handle that. You know, that's not going to be an issue going forward. That's piece of cake for us. Okay. Let's see. Will the business hours change with new Pacific Standard Time? Or we're still sticking to the 9 to 5 Eastern hours, but we will have some staff that will be active during Pacific time as well. But generally, our general office hours are the 9 to 6. We would like to, you know, explore, you know, with longer hours for support. I think that, you know, one of the things that my goals is actually have hours for, because we've got quite a few partners in Australia, and you know they actually probably suffer the most lag. Europe is pretty good with us. We just, you know, it's, you know, Australia is probably where we need to do the most improvement. Okay, I'm just kind of going through these. Boy, that's some great feedback on this, guys. I really appreciate it. Will there be an extra charge for the mastermind? No. If you're in the pro membership, we're not going to charge you anything extra to be in the mastermind. It's part of the deal. So there's no cost. Is the email marketing available as we speak? Yes, it is, for partners only. I guess we already covered that. Let's kind of start at the top here. Let's see here. Okay. Going through a lot of comments. Okay, how does the onboarding meeting take place? Okay, so what we do is you just schedule a time, and we will have. We actually brought back Teresa. She was with Endless Rise previously, and you know what we've done is, of course, we look for the best talent, and you know we want them back. We called her and said, hey, can you get back in as part of our account management team? And she literally came in and started the same day that she walked in the door. She sat down and went straight back to work. So they're actually, you know, it's great to have a great talent in the office. Single, you know, with she got in, and with the team, they really worked hard on the onboarding process to really improve it. So if you haven't been onboarded yet, make an appointment. Just either hit connect at virtualrecruit.co, and we'll schedule it out for you. But we want to make sure that you're very clear on all of our services and how the software works and everything like that. So don't hesitate to jump on that. Let's see here. Can we sell brand optimization services to clients if we're not a pro member? Mary, great question. The only way you can sell brand optimization services are if you're a participant and you bought into that program. It's a separate set of software that helps with proposals and keyword research and everything like that. It's a totally different program than our regular SEO services. Just reach out to your account manager, and they can walk you through it and show you what it's all about. Okay, here's a good question. Are you bringing back the advanced SEO guarantee? This is a great question. I'm working on a performance guarantee. I'm really wanting them, you know, it's difficult to do because, you know, you don't want to come out with just a guarantee that says, oh, you know, we're going to have you on page 1 for one of your keywords. We've got competitors that do that, and it's kind of like, oh, they rank a long tail keyword on the front page, and they feel like they did their job. You know, we want to have an effective guarantee. This is under, I mean, I'm really putting some thought into this. I'm confident that we can do something. Just stay tuned on that with me. But if you, let me tell you, if you've got some ideas on what, don't tell me you want every single keyword on page 1 in the top 5. But if you've got some ideas that maybe you've seen out there, I'm all ears, guys. I mean, I would love to do something that offers a guarantee. You know, in SEO, it's a different game, and it's a different game with every different niche, and actually even where you are in a big city or a small town, right? So I'm definitely willing to do something, and I have been looking at that. So I'm definitely open to suggestions on what you think we should have. Um, a question here, are you saying it will take 30 days for all services? No, Chuck, I'm not saying that at all. We request 30 days on our on our SEO, but we of course the way that the campaigns come in, we've started a new system where it's first in, first out, and we want to make sure that if you come in that we just we're doing nothing but trying to improve our workflow. So I think you're going to see faster content approvals, faster postings, everything like that, just from streamlining our operations. That's going to be an ongoing thing. It's not easy to do when you've got an active operation. It's hard, especially with the workload that we've had for the past 3 months, to just say, okay, stop everybody. We're going to redesign how we do our workflow. But with the new product, it's got new workflow kind of built in on how we need to do it. So as we transform over the next 90 days, I think what you'll see, guys, is an increase in the productivity and the way that we can put out the product. I'm confident in that. But give us the 30 days. I mean, for now, if not everything takes 30 days, but just that's where our completion guarantee would be. Okay, so is it best to pay on the 1st or the 15th or a few days before? Brian, great question. If you get it in before the 1st, that means that it's already launched. When they start on the campaigns, you're already in the queue. So if you get it in before the 1st, it's better. If it's after the 1st, obviously the people who have it in before the 1st or on the 1st are going to be, that's the queue that we take it. It's the fairest way that we can do it. If it's on a recurring campaign, you don't have that problem. We haven't been taking quarterly payments. I am open to taking quarterly payments, and we're working on a workflow that we get like what we do with the brand optimization is we can do a quarterly outline for your content. You approve the content outline. Now we know that you've already paid it for the quarter. We don't have to wait every month for your payment to make sure that we're writing the content and it's out there on time. If we're able to work with quarterly payments and a quarterly outline, that means that we can start the content now for, say, March, right, and April. And then the approvals, we will be faster and faster on making sure the postings and everything like that is done. So, we're willing to work with you on that. So if you do go to a quarterly payment, I think that it would be helpful for your client, for us, and also just project management wise. Okay. Oh, I like this one. This is a good one. It would be nice if the team communicated with you instead of leaving you hanging. You know what, Don? There's a lot of truth in that. And I can tell you that the team was very swamped for the past 90 days, and that's no excuse. No excuse for non-communication. Absolutely, your comment is right to the point. If you've got a problem with communication with our firm, I want to hear about it, and I want you to be able to send me a comment on connect at I always say connect at virtualgroup.co. If you have me on Skype, throw me a comment on Skype, and it'll be just between us, or you can email me personally, jonathan.kirkland@virtualgroup.co. But I think that if you've experienced any communication issues, we're getting those resolved and out of the woods, and I think that you'll see a big difference. But there's no doubt at all we've had our issues with some of the campaigns. How's that for transparency, guys? Okay, let's see here. Let me find a good question that's good for everybody. I appreciate your patience. We've got a full house really still in the line. That's great. Okay. What percentage price increase can we expect? Mike, I don't know. We'll, as soon as we know our proper pricing from our time and motion studies on the new product, then we'll be able to put it out to you. But we're going to be very, very transparent and fair with that. Okay, let's see here. Any specials for February? We already went through that. Herb, yeah, I can't pay 20% of the ad spend for PPC and make any money. I agree, Herb. We're working on that. I think you'll like the new pricing that we've got coming out. I think it's going to be, we really want your business on PPC. Guys, I want to tell you, we probably have the best PPC manager in the Philippines, okay? I mean, really, I think that I have that much confidence in our team, and so we want to make sure that we use that entire team. Dave, your question, can you build a website and start marketing both in month one? Well, you know what? One of the things in the past that Endless Rise did is they'll build you the website, and if you bought SEO, they waited till the website was finished and turned over, and then the SEO team could step in and start doing the work on the site. We are working on that, guys. We are really, truly working on that. I think that one of the things that we've talked about is being able to launch, say, a starter package combined with SEO, so that we start on content, we start on optimizing the pages. We've got everything done not only for the website but also content ready to be distributed to promote that website. So we're on to that. Give us a little bit of time, but it is definitely, we've already had meetings on being able to do that. That would be strong. Okay. Let's see here. So it's staying away from SEO due to the lack of results in the past. Glenn, I appreciate that comment. Definitely if you were in a niche or you had a campaign that didn't get results in the past, I want you back in. I want you to give us 3 months on the new product. I think you're going to love it. I'm confident that you'll see results, okay? So don't hesitate to jump in. Give us 90 days on it. Okay. Let's see here. The difference is, there's a question here. I do not understand the difference between the SEO and the brand optimization program. If you will, if you don't know the differences, just call in and talk to your account manager. They'll be glad to walk you through the differences. Okay, let's see here. Trying to get caught up and see where we are. Some great things about, let's see here. Okay. Even if the VIP website is not hosted by a virtual group, can we use this when it comes to the email marketing? Absolutely. If you've got a VIP website or a WordPress that you're using, we can definitely install that. That's not a problem. If you don't need a VIP website, we'll be glad to install the email marketing on your website. That's not a problem at all. Michael, you have it says here that looks like a great VIP website. Mine looked like it was made in 2010. We will be, one of my goals was in the web design team as well, is we're coming out with some new designs for 2016 for VIP websites. I know that it's on the docket. It's one of the things that they're doing, and to come out with some pricing on how we could update your site, especially if it was built in 2010 or 2012 or 2013 or 14. If you want to get it updated, we're going to come out with a plan for that. I think that it's going to be very popular because the new designs are really great. Okay, so if you run the one of the questions was, can we add more of the SEO products, and can we also add our own products as well into the online store, the e-commerce? Absolutely. If you've got products that we don't offer that you want to be able to add in there, absolutely you can do that, and it just goes right to your PayPal. Kumar, I appreciate it. Jonathan, Easy Checkout is the best product from Virtual Group. Thanks. That's great. Kumar, I appreciate that comment. And you know what, guys, I want to tell you, thank you for all the positive comments on here. And I mean, I really appreciate them. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry for the dead air, guys. Okay, talking about, love to see local buzz and SEO package in the products cart. Yes, we're working on that as well, and you can definitely put that in. One of the things that we want to also do is before we, one of the questions previously was also, are you going to be updating the local buzz packages? Absolutely, we are. I really wanted to put that at the end, but I didn't want to overwhelm you guys, and I didn't want to put a promise on exactly when, this quarter we're going to be able to do it. In the next 90 days, we're really focusing, of course, on the SEO and the PPC, but we've taken advice from some of our great sales partners on the changes that we need to do, the changes that we need to do to the local buzz package with better citation building, very specific niches, depending on the sites that we use for citations, primarily on different niches. We are in the process of upgrading that. We'll be updating you as new products are being updated. We're going to keep you informed on the webinars. I'm sorry to drone on. It's an hour and a half in. I just want to see if we can answer the rest of these questions, if there's anything. Will there be any promos for brand optimization? Yes, we will be able to do something with that. We just haven't started doing any promos at all until now. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Wow, great comments. Okay, well, terrific. Well, guys, I think this is going to. Oh, you have to promise you don't get into any motorbike accidents. Lavana, you are a sweetheart. Yes, I will stay off the motorbikes. Okay, guys, look, I really appreciate it. I see that people are starting to drop off. An hour and a half is a long time to be on a webinar. I really appreciate it. Keep those comments coming. We're here for you. We want to keep you updated. We are going to make this available. We'll send out the slides and also the webinar to you guys tomorrow. Thank you for being on the webinar. Good night, or it's actually good night for us, I guess. Good morning to some and good evening to others. All right, well, thank you guys. See you on February 4th.